Hello, this is Travis Guerra, and this is going to be my YouTube video on cryptography for the common man. First of all, what is cryptography? Cryptography is the art of protecting information by transforming it or encrypting it into an unreadable format called ciphertext. Only those who possess a secret key can decipher or decrypt the message into plain text. Encrypted messages can sometimes be broken by cryptanalysis, also called code breaking, although modern cryptography techniques are virtually unbreakable. As the Internet and other forms of electronic communication become more prevalent, electronic security is becoming increasingly important. Cryptography is used to protect email messages, credit card information, and corporate data. One of the most popular cryptography systems used on the Internet is pretty good privacy because it's effective and free. Cryptography systems can be broadly classified into symmetric key systems that use a single key that both the sender and recipient have, and public key systems that use two keys, a public key known to everyone and a private key that only the recipient of the message uses. Who uses cryptography? Well, governments, spies, banks, credit card companies, even you, if you've ever bought anything online. But do you realize you're using cryptography? That little lock in the bottom corner of your web browser shows that you're browsing on a secure site. You're using a form of cryptography called single key cryptography. Historically, it's the most common form. Unfortunately, cryptography suffers the stigma that it is only used by people with something to hide. Well, why use cryptography? Well, because you value your privacy, right? It's really that simple. Governments don't want to let classified information out. Banks and credit card companies are interested in your privacy, so they make sure your sensitive information is kept secret. You want to use email as you would snail mail, not as if you are shouting across a crowded room. A few types of cryptography that I've come across is called substitution cipher, enigma machine, and shift cipher. First of all, substitution cipher is a method of encryption by which units of plain text are replaced with ciphertext according to a regular system. The units may be single letters, which is the most common, pairs of letters, triplets of letters, mixtures of the above, and so forth. The receiver would then decipher the text by performing an inverse substitution. I have included a little link in this video that will show us the substitution cipher. So let's go to that now. Okay, here's the substitution cipher. This tool has been created specifically to allow for as much flexibility as possible. You'll see what I mean right here. We can click in this box and just type in, say, Travis, which is Travis, and it shows the keyed alphabet. It shows Travis, and then it shows B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It shows that the T and the R and the A, the V and the I and the S has moved up front. Well, when you encode it, you can do bionicle, which if you do that, it shows these images, and these images are basically this right here, the keyed alphabet. See, for instance, if I click on this, that's going to be a T, and then this is going to be an R, this is going to be an A, it's going to be a V, and so on. I can keep clicking on them. They're all going to come to be this right here, the Travis, then B, C, D, E, F, G, the rest of the alphabet with the other letters moved up to the front. This comes because when, if someone was to send me this message, I would if I knew what the keys were, so if I knew that this symbol stood for a T, this symbol stood for an R, this symbol stood for an A, then I would know if they sent me a message with these symbols that I could understand what they meant, because I would have the key to decipher that code. So this is just a type of cryptography that some people use, and that's just one type. So then another type is called the Enigma machine. An Enigma machine is any of a family of related electromechanical rotor cipher machines used for the encryption and decryption of secret messages. Enigma was invented by German engineer Arthur Scherbius at the end of World War I. The early models were used commercially from the early 1920s and adopted by military and government services of several countries, most notably by Nazi Germany before and during World War II. Several different Enigma models were produced, but the German military models are the ones most commonly discussed. The third type of cryptography that I want to talk about is called the shift cipher. In cryptography, a Caesar cipher, also known as the Caesar cipher, the shift cipher, Caesar's code or Caesar shift, is one of the simplest and most widely known encryption techniques. It is a type of substitution cipher in which each letter in the plain text is replaced by a letter some fixed number of positions down the alphabet. So to get a better understanding of what I mean, I've included another link, and we can go to this link now and get a better understanding of what I mean by substituting the letters for numbers. This is a website that I went to, and as you can see, this right here is what I'm talking about. It says the plain text with A, B, C, D, it would go like this, but the ciphertext would be D, which would stand for A, E, which would stand for B, F, which would stand for C, G, which would stand for D, and so on. It's clear that this is a good table that you could see as a way of transforming it. And what's going on, this is another view right here, Shift Cipher 1.0. You see that the A and the D are together, the B and the E, the C and the F, and so on. And one way to think about this is that the inner and outer circle of the letters are aligned, which means that like I was saying, the A aligns with the D. So if someone was to send me a some type of text that had D, F, and I don't know, D, F, and W, then I would know that that was actually spelling ACT, A-C-T, because the D is with the A, the F is with the C, and the W is with the T. So that's just another way of using cryptography. As you can see, there are several different ways to use this, and cryptography is very important to everyone, as far as just you, me, banks, credit card companies, anyone that does anything on the internet should always use cryptography, because it's a harder code to break. And I hope that this gave you a better understanding. My name is Travis Guerra. Thank you for watching my video. Have a good day.